Hey guys, how's it going? Today, I'm going to be wrapping the roof on my WRX. Now, I'm super excited about this because I think it will do a really good job breaking up the silver that I have on the car, and it'll kind of match like the center caps that I have on the wheels. So just like that, guys, let's go ahead and let's start it out. Okay guys, this is going to be the first time that I'm going to actually be able to wrap something of this magnitude. Now, in the past, I've wrapped some small things, like the spoiler on my Camaro, the ZL1 style spoiler. I wrapped that in carbon fiber. But it turned out okay, and the reason why, or the reason I'm thinking why, is because it was really cheap vinyl wrap that I got. It was no name brand, it was just like the eBay special wrap. So it turned out alright. I really had to use a heat gun and use a lot of techniques to get that to look decent and not have some air bubbles. Now, I'm thinking it was the wrap that was the problem that gave me a bunch of this heartache. Now, I know wrapping a roof will probably be easier because there's less curves and things like that that we have to deal with. But what I'm going to do on this one, or what I did, is I went out and I bought some 3M actual good stuff. And so I got it from Vivid Vinyls, I believe, and it's just gloss black 3M. Now, I was thinking I could maybe do carbon fiber or textured black or the like glossy effect, the big like holographic style stuff. But since it's just going on my Subaru, I want to leave it pretty stock looking. So that's what I'm doing. I'm leaving it subtle, so the gloss black is what I went with. And I'm really excited to see how it ends up looking. Okay guys, before we start, I really just want to give a disclaimer. It's me and my good buddy, and neither of us have any really wrapping experience. If it turns out bad, well, we've learned our lesson. So I'm going to answer the question, does it take experience to really wrap? Now, I know it's just a roof, but if this turns out alright, you know, I might try out wrapping some other parts. So the vinyl itself was a little bit more expensive than you would probably think. I got a 5x6 sheet of gloss black 3M, and I think it was right around $75. So it was a little bit on the expensive side, but if it turns out good, then I mean, I'm gonna be impressed by that, and I hope that I'm able to document and see if it's worth something for you guys to do to your own stuff. So for this, what we did is we draped it over the front, and this is the black roof wrap that we're going with. It's 3M, and so we pulled it and just did a quick cut back here. We cut off not a ton, so we had enough room on both ends, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. So something I cannot stress enough, guys, is your prep work. Now, wrapping this will be probably the easy part. Hopefully it will be the easy part, but the thing that we have to really focus on is cleaning. Now, what we use is a bit of isopropyl alcohol, some soap and water on the original go-around, and microfibers. Now, one thing that's super important is that you have really clean microfibers. Now, if you don't have, you know, multiple clean ones laying around, you use kind of a dirtier one as the test pass. Make sure you get your surface clean, clean, clean. Because if you have anything underneath, or you don't wipe up all that water or isopropyl alcohol or whatever, it will show underneath the wrap. So that's something I'm hoping we don't have to run into. Now, some of the other stuff that we used, that we're going to use on this is the little squeegees. One had a felted top and the other did not, because it was just me and my buddy. We had two. The one that did not, we wrapped it in a microfiber and used it that way. We also used hair dryers. We did not have heat guns at our disposal at the moment, so those are definitely some things that you guys should use or have around handy if you're trying to wrap something. Something else we used was an X-Acto. That way, when we were going through needing to cut down the film or the vinyl, it was easier to do that way, and we could do it with actual precision. So those are the tools that you guys are definitely going to need regardless of what you're wrapping. It's going to make your life 10 times easier. I know people say, oh, credit cards with, you know, and then just wrap your microfiber around that. I can tell you by experience, by just using the, you know, squeegee with the microfiber around it, it was a lot better to use that than a credit card, because it would flex a lot better And last thing you want to do is overflex your credit card or your driver's license or something that actually you might need to use in the end. Now if you're using old gift cards, that might work and it might be a cheap way for you to do it, but I would highly recommend getting the squeegee, especially the one with the felt tip. That made life a lot easier. Okay guys, so we're taking off this rain trim or whatever they call on this. Now it's super dirty underneath, but there's going to be one clip here and then a couple clips through the line. Now I'm working on the driver's side and it goes, the front clip right here, you just get as a normal clip. Yeah, it's super dirty underneath, but then goes clips are front to back on my side, and then on the passenger side, it's gonna be back to front. So I'm gonna try and not break these clips. I already broke one being stupid, but we're gonna try and remove this in order to get more room to pull the wrap down. So we got these off. There was just that one clip here, and then these clips all along here, and we completely removed them. But it's so gross and dirty under here. We also had washed the roof already, getting kind of ready. Not fully clean, but washed it a little bit. And now we definitely got to redo and go back and get all of this crap off. Sand, you know, pine needles, dirt, all of it, gross. So that's kind of what we're working on now. Restarting back to step one. So we're just roughly cutting it now. The time lapse cut out, so we still have some on the back window, kind of hard to see, but we wrapped the whole roof black and it's looking really good. Just taking it down, cutting it, and making it look right, so when we put the rails back on, that it looks good. Alright guys, here's the finished product. As you can tell, gloss black. She looks good. So, gloss black, 3M gloss black, can't really fault it. Now, we did a pretty decent job, but you know, obviously the closer you get, there's some imperfections, like getting them. It's a good thing it doesn't really show up in camera. It's really fine and minute stuff, but I really like the way it turned out. Like I said, me and my buddy both not have any wrapping experience, and especially like back here, we tucked it behind these seals. Kind of hard to tell, but there's like little seals in here. We tucked it right behind, so there's absolutely no silver showing under here. Now this would be way easier if the car was black, but then you wouldn't be wrapping the roof black. Okay guys, so I know I haven't told you this, but I have been keeping a mod behind closed doors for you guys. It's right here. Now it's not installed, but I'll show you. So we got the roof wrapped right here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And then I also bought this STI style roof spoiler or roof vane or whatever you guys want to call it. Now it's just gloss black. It's not wrapped. This is how I got it, which is actually pretty good quality. So definitely keep an eye out. It's not like in the car. It's just held on by painter's tape right there and right in there. So it's obviously not fitting like that. But do you guys want to see these end plates right here go silver like the car, or do you want it to stay gloss black like the top? Like I said, it's just on there with some tape. It's one of these mods that I really wanted to do. I think with the wheels and everything, it's gonna help complete the look of the kind of STI-ish. But let me know what you guys think. Should I paint these end cards right there silver or leave them black? Okay, so I think it is very possible if you and someone else have the willpower and the patience in order to wrap something, especially like roofs, you guys can do it. Now I haven't wrapped a hood, a bumper, or fenders or anything like that, which I do think the roof is probably the easiest part, especially if you don't have a sunroof, you don't have really anything, you know, any curves or lines on it. Makes it pretty easy like I did on my WRX. But sorry I haven't been able to get any like better exterior shots for you guys. It's been raining here the last couple days and it's just not really great outside. Pretty windy and all that. So hopefully here in the next video or two I'm able to get you some outside shots of the WRX with the roof and maybe even some more of the front lip. So if you guys haven't seen that video of me installing the front lip, go ahead, check that out up one of the corners. That's also great. And so especially something else I want to mention to you guys is, I know it's been a while since I've mentioned this, especially modifications on the Camaro, but the Brembos, where have they been? Yes, they're still here. I'm still waiting on a couple parts to get here. Once I have them here, you bet they're going to be put on the car here soon. I've got more modifications coming up for the Camaro. The WRX, I've got a couple more on this order, as you guys saw, the roof spoiler. So we've got a lot coming, happening here in the next couple weeks, months, whatever. So if that interests you guys, I'd really highly recommend you guys subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers, so I really appreciate you guys that have subscribed. So what do you guys think of the roof wrap? Let me know in the comments down below. Me, I personally love it. I think it's a great way to make my car look just a little bit different, a little bit more aggressive, but not too crazy. Now, with the style of the car that I'm doing, the build that I'm doing, I'm keeping it very subtle and very Subaru factory style. Switching my Bugeye into basically like an 04 STI look, kind of leaving the Bugeye front end. Let me know what you guys want to see on the car next. Do you want me to start tearing into the motor and doing some things? Let me know down below so I know going in the future. Now I've got a couple things here at the house that I'm ready to put on that car that will be coming here in the next few videos, but as well as the WRX content, I also have a bunch of new Camaro content coming your way here soon. Big modifications, crazy things that will take both my builds up into the next league, hopefully here soon. So let me know what you guys want to see on either of the cars in the comments down below. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys subscribing. I'd highly recommend you subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm coming out with new videos at least once a week, trying to get 2 or 3 a week, even with school and everything and work. I'm trying to get you guys 1 or 2 videos each week, so just like that guys, I'll catch you in the next one. See you guys.